Yo, what's up?
QuinSan, welcome back to another reaction.
Yeah.
You know Gordon Ramsay,
This is the best chef in the
the
world.
top chef in the world
Yeah.
right now, or one of the top.
Yeah, so we're reacting to top 10 Gordon Ramsay's best insults.
To customers.
Yeah. Okay, to customers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I've seen the one like to staffs.
Stuff.
To the staff, yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen those. Yeah.
Okay, the people that were learning on
Yeah, that were learning under him. So yeah, but to customers, wow, why?
No, some customers they actually deserve it, you know?
No, but some, I mean, like, but it's not all customers are like rude.
Yeah, of course, it's probably be to people that deserve it. Like, it doesn't just like insult you. I've seen it. I watch Hell Kitchen, I swear.
That he insults anyone, anytime.
Like when you do something.
Whether I do right or wrong. I don't. Well,
have you seen his like complimenting food when it's good?
no, I've not seen that
Oh
one.
God, you should. Most of it, they just show his bad side and all that, but it's really good. It
Anyways, yeah, let's just get into the video. Before that,
Yeah,
smash like on the
if
video,
you're new,
smash
yeah.
subscribe button.
Yeah.
Tell us whatever you want us to react to, what shall we do, and let's just go.
Yeah.
Ramsay's a well-known star chef around the world, not only for his cooking, but also for his sharp tongue and hilarious comebacks.
You donkey!
While most of his acquaintances and the business owners he's helping, there were several occasions in which the customers weren't spared either. During the heat of the 10th service night, many have failed to frazzle the always sharp Gordon, and the following are some of the best situations.
You know, some customers, they believe in like customers are always right, so like they want to like.
They wanna like do
Service,
that.
please.
You look exactly like a quail.
You're trying to poison me? Poison you? What a It's beef, you the tartar.
As usual, Gordon was pissed off because one of the competitors messed up the scallops.
And Chef Ramsay has sent her to the dining room to eat her mistakes.
An angry customer decided to complain about his food.
Is it cooked? Where it first?
Not to Jean-Philippe, as he should have, but to Gordon Ramsay himself. Gordon ignored the customer, but the guy didn't understand the silent message and kept standing there for a while.
I know this guy. I forgot his name.
Who is this man throwing food on our plate? What's the matter? Well, talk to me.
After which the customer angrily pointed out
Don't look at me. Look, excuse me. Don't come in here acting like jumped up like some little gym bunny.
and left the job of communicating complaints to Jean-Philippe.
Low-grade beef.
Don't ever shave you.
Low-grade dog.
Let's go.
This caused Gordon to go over the top.
Stand strong, buddy. Stand nice and strong. Push your arms out. You look like a whale.
Sorry about the old
Wow.
bag.
That was horrible. It was absolutely horrible.
Are you kidding or? No, I'm not. Oh, you're serious?
On one episode of Kitchen Nightmares, Gordon went to a struggling Italian restaurant called Campagna, where he met the owner, Joe.
Welcome to New Jersey.
As most of the episodes on the show, the food that was served to Gordon was worse than dog food, and dinner service was just as bad, to say the least.
How you doing? I'd like to place an order for a pizza.
Noticing the struggles this restaurant was going through, he made a complete remodeling of the interior as well as the menu and a
Like
relaunch
he has
of the
really helped a
restaurant.
lot of restaurants though. Like really a lot.
During the reopening dinner service, the restaurant was crowded with customers eager to try the new food selected personally by Gordon. As expected, everyone loved the food and enjoyed the different flavors he put together.
You have to taste this. This is absolutely unbelievable.
But even good food can't impress everybody.
Absolutely terrible.
One table of customers seemed to hate
You know
the food.
this actually happened to
Yeah.
like
I mean,
yeah,
like,
we've
we've
experienced it, so it's really annoying sometimes.
They got.
That I wouldn't even feature my dog.
Because Gordon is an experienced
Wow.
chef, he recognized that these were just people who wanted to cause trouble and personally went to their table. The older woman got up and complained once more to him directly.
Okay, good. But madam, unfortunately, you're talking out your rear. Why don't you just sit down and stop?
Oh! So let's know the wow.
Okay, good. But madam, unfortunately, you're talking out your rear. Why don't you just sit down and stop trying to cause trouble?
But the old lady pushed onwards and he just left her standing at the door while he was apologizing to the entering customers.
So sorry about the old bag.
Yeah!
You look more like a dog than I do.
One red diner is still not enjoying her appetizer.
You would think that 5 seasons of a show would be enough for someone to learn Gordon Ramsay's manners.
Look how cool she is. Hey, maybe 10 minutes. Maybe 10 minutes, everybody.
But there were still people who wanted to act smart in front of him and critique the food he was letting out of the kitchen.
It's the same damn thing. You played it the same thing.
On one of Hell's Kitchen's episodes, the already pissed off Gordon had to chase away a lady who whistled at him like a dog.
Totally flat. No flavor. Second time I've had
Okay, thank you.
Gordon politely thanked her and tried to turn back to the contestants and continue with the dinner service. The woman called after the chef one more time, and after being ignored,
Right, don't whistle at me. I'm not your dog, yeah? You look more like a dog than I do.
Jesus Christ is Lord. What the fuck?
Right, don't whistle at me. I'm not your dog, yeah? You look more like a dog than I do.
But it's gonna take more than that to impress me.
But wait. What are you gonna do if someone like just wishes at you like that? Come on, you know, cats calling me.
I mean, you know the way dog people call.
Off with you. Fresh beef carpaccio now, yes?
a rather rude comment, but perhaps one that was deserved.
Ah,
And
so
that
she
wasn't
went back
enough
to
when
that.
he sent her food out.
Give that to the dog, yes? Put a lead on it in case he runs off with the plate. Let's go.
Take
Okay, made another one though.
the giraffe back
But-
to the table,
Let's
please.
take it back to the.
Can you get out the way? I'm trying to serve food. Can you get out of the way? Stand out of the way.
There is never enough drama in Hell's Kitchen, and there's always someone that won't be satisfied. Whether it's Gordon being disappointed in his contestants and the way the dinner service went,
Can we have the two main courses together?
or the customers for the food they got or didn't get, the end result is never good.
Mine is so good. I'm so sorry you guys don't have anything.
And for some customers that tried to voice their opinion, the end result was even worse. Besides being left with no food, they got chased off in the traditional Hell's Kitchen way.
Move your ass, will you, yeah?
We saw that in season 3 when a seemingly tall lady came up to the hot plate.
We've been waiting for a long time.
Jean-Philippe,
Gordon asked Jean-Philippe for the lady's table number so he could see where the food was.
take the draft back to the table, please. Service, please. Let's go. You know me.
Yeah, I mean,
Although she was shocked at first and seemed like she was waiting for an apology, she realized soon enough that it's of no use to argue with Gordon after he cursed at her once more and quietly went back to her table to wait for her food.
Off with you, yeah? Get out.
Thank you, and off.
Dewberry's meltdown has caused the Red Kitchen to come to a screeching halt. And now the customers want some answers.
As a newly opened restaurant, Hell's Kitchen wasn't as famous 17 years ago as it is now. But some things have never changed.
Wait,
and
so
one of
like
those
that's the name of his restaurant, Hell's Kitchen.
are the
and you still
struggles
go
during the
there?
first few dinner services when many of the contestants weren't still used to working in a fast-paced, intense environment.
And what about the idiots coming to the hot plate asking for food?
It's worse for them too, Chef.
And as if the pressure of creating a first good impression in front of the clients wasn't enough, Gordon had to deal with some tough customers and additional pressure coming from the dining room.
And some customers have taken matters into their own hands.
Hey, pizza! Can I borrow your phone?
On one of those occasions, a couple approached him telling him they'd been waiting for
About 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Gordon disappointingly
2
told her
hours.
Well, you're a clever girl, aren't you?
and that she could realize what was going on behind him without him having to explain it. After they kept going on about how the time had passed, he completely brushed them off and continued talking to the contestants.
I don't know about this, but I would be
no,
mad as well.
exactly,
Like, if I
yeah,
waited
2 hours.
2 hours and 45 minutes on my food. But
Why don't you off?
It seemed like even though it was a newly opened business, Gordon had no fear of negative feedback.
The chef said to
was the last thing he said.
ridiculous.
Well, what is his problem? He's the one screwing up the food.
You do nothing for me.
nah, that was
Over 2 hours into meal service, and only 8 main courses have come out of the Red Kitchen.
Season 1 of Hell's Kitchen was packed with Gordon's explosive moments, not only with
I
his
love that
chef
stuff, though.
apprentices,
Fire.
but also with the diners. Many decided to skip Jean-Philippe and file their complaints directly at the head chef himself. Not realizing this is a huge mistake.
I'm deeply sorry, but right now we're about 7 tables behind.
And even though Gordon apologized, something he rarely does,
Wow.
and explained the situation politely, the young man just said,
That doesn't do much for me. Yeah, right. Can I just say you do all for me either? What do you want me to? You do nothing for me either.
after a brief confrontation in which the male customer told Gordon that he didn't understand why it was so hard to get food out of the kitchen,
Seems like you have a lot of amateur sous chefs.
Right. Finally your head's coming outside your arsehole. Now sit down, you dick.
after this comment, he proceeded to chase away the customer with an explosion of curses and proved once more that
Nothing upsets Chef Ramsay more than when customers come to the kitchen.
his confrontation with
why would people go to the kitchen though? Like, why would you go to the kitchen? I don't know. Like, I mean, there are waiters.
there are
there.
waiters, yeah. You should go to the waiters, not go directly to the kitchen as well. Because the kitchen is reachable to them.
Exactly. Like, well, it doesn't make sense though. Like, even if your
It
food
will
is
annoy me as
delayed.
well as a chef. Like I'm trying out to Like I'm not like I'm blazing around.
Exactly.
Of course, you have the right to
trying to
complain.
cook as well.
But coming to me to waste time when I can, that's.
When you see how much people are in the, how many people are in the thing.
Yeah. But
Having a celebrity.
you know, we can actually relate to that.
Exactly. That's why.
Imagine how many people then they have to make all this, you know, this Kenny cuisine, all this fancy.
Put some toppings and all that.
Nah, it's.
You need to calm down,
Before
man.
you can make for a table, all these fancy cuisines,
Like,
probably
yeah,
like 30 minutes
exactly.
stops, you know.
And most of the people eating here are like family.
Your family.
You understand?
Yeah,
Like,
they are rich people. They don't order
exactly.
for hamburgers. They don't order for.
Exactly.
So
It could be 8 different meals on just.
and the fact that they all came together at the same time, you know,
Mhm.
it's like the first opening. So all of
Yeah.
them, they have a time they're opening. So I understand why it's coming out late, though. But you have the right to complain as well. But going to the kitchen, nah.
Come to your restaurant is something many chefs dream
Oh,
of
the
experiencing,
restaurant.
but
Celebrity.
not Gordon. He treats every customer the same and honestly is not hesitant
Cool,
to
amazing.
take someone off
Exactly,
if they're
that's
acting
what-
rude, no matter who the customer is.
Could I possibly have 2 fried eggs?
Even Jean-Philippe was hesitant and didn't deny his mundane order.
I'm not here sweating my fucking balls off to cook some dickhead a fried egg.
He could have left it there, but like a moth drawn to the flame, or celebrity after too much white wine, he insisted on talking to Gordon in person.
He wasn't even bothered when he found out who the customer was and had no problem with telling him, to his face.
You think I'm here to cook you a fucking fried egg?
Reeves continued to argue with Ramsay, and during this confrontation,
Wait, I know this riff now.
Yeah?
You come out to eat in a fucking smart restaurant with good food and you order a fried egg.
Vic Reeves told him that he doesn't like anything on the menu, to which Gordon repeats his answer that he won't make him any eggs. He then turned back to the kitchen and his cooks and ignored Reeves' further requests.
I respect you guys, hey, more than that kind of shit, yes?
Would you mind taking your breasts off my hot
Wow.
plate?
Although most of the diners have received their food, one customer is tired of waiting.
There isn't a kitchen where the working environment is tenser than Hell's Kitchen. The
I
contestants
don't
fight.
think I'll walk. I'll be able to walk.
Nah, I can't.
I swear to God, because
I'll probably flip over as well, man.
damn.
Their way to
pressure
the
and
top in
everything.
front of millions of viewers under difficult circumstances that not many are able to work in.
It's under the immense pressure and scrutiny from chef that people stumble.
The dinner service started horribly with chefs cooking scallops in a pan that wasn't a non-stick one.
If you saute scallops in a non-stick pan, they won't stick. That's why it's called non-stick.
Followed by a
Oh,
few
Gordon,
raw
do
chicken.
like, I don't know, is he not scared? Like, one of the chef might have like anger problem and it's like, or something pour it over him or something. No, like, not everyone is the same, man.
Steaks, Gordon's all-time arch enemy.
Give
Food was
him
running
pan,
late,
yeah.
and there were some mad customers in the
And there are
dining
knives
room,
everywhere.
and an even madder Gordon on the other side of the aisle. So when a disgruntled diner approached the hot plate asking how long she will have to wait for her beef, Gordon immediately turned and told her
Do you mind taking your breath off my hot plate?
Ah, that's a very bad friend. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
Yeah, look at that.
Gum
Have
gum.
you liked that food?
After the woman started flipping trays of food that were ready for serving, security was called and escorted. After the
Exactly.
woman started flipping trays of food that were ready for serving, security was called and escorted the lady and her friends out of the restaurant. People don't seem to know how to choose the right moment to complain to Gordon.
With an entire table's food on the floor, it's the worst possible moment for a late arrival.
Diced or whole?
Oh, shit.
There's no pumpkin.
There's no pumpkin.
I don't want it.
This one is one of the Gordon moments people still talk about.
I'll get you more pumpkin and I'll
the
ram
legend.
it right up your f***ing arse.
It's a true representation of
Is
Gordon's
that real?
explosive character combined with his hilariously genius English insults, even though it was obvious that he was pissed off at a horrible first dinner service.
Nearly an hour into the dinner service, and the only food that's reached the customers is bread.
It wasn't enough for a young male diner to back away from coming to him and asking for more pumpkin in his risotto.
There's no pumpkin in it. This is like ordering risotto with no rice.
After he kept asking for more pumpkin in his risotto, Gordon asked again if he could stop being rude and let him talk.
Are you always going to be that rude and interrupt when I'm trying to talk?
But some people seem to just love provoking Ramsay and pushing him into a deeper state of rage.
Right, well, I'll get you more pumpkin. I'll ram it right up your... Do you like it whole or diced?
And of course, after the situation, no other customer dared to escort the two bimbos back to plastic surgery.
What?
They were hungry, they were getting a little cranky, and there's nothing too much I could do at that point.
During a tense night of butchered lambs and raw salmon, a young lady, probably unfamiliar with Gordon's character, came up to him complaining about how long she and her friends had been waiting for their food.
Can you get his attention, please?
Do something well done. Can you just for 30 seconds?
Although it was the first ever Hell's Kitchen episode and Gordon's manners were unknown to the audience, you would expect this to be a good enough lesson and teach anyone not to bother Gordon while he's working.
Just ignore these bimbos.
But her friend didn't seem to take Gordon seriously and had some other ideas in her mind. Instead of sitting patiently, she went back to Gordon with the first girl and told him he insulted her friend.
Did you tell her?
Oh, really? Did I? Can you tell her I meant it?
And if you know Gordon, you know he doesn't care about other random people's feelings.
Jean-Philippe Soufflet, can you escort these two ladies, please? Back to plastic surgery?
It's one of those situations you can't help but laugh.
They haven't laughed.
This waiter.
It's one of those
This waiter must be an OG waiter though.
John Philip, yeah.
Yeah, okay, his name is John Philip. Yeah.
situations you can't help but laugh at.
Service and standards are far more important than some bimbo.
Although some of these comments are unbelievable to some, Gordon still manages to tell them in a way that makes the whole situation pretty funny.
Yeah.
It seems like the saying "the customer's always right" doesn't apply to him. Stick around and enjoy
Can you
more
take your
Babbletop
breast off the
videos by
plastic
clicking on them.
suture?
Don't miss out on your chance to
Can
win
you
an
take your
iPhone
breast off
10.
the
All you have to do is hit the subscribe button.
Man, I don't know, man. I definitely.
All these things though, it's only one, and I felt like it shouldn't have.
should
Like
have,
it was not necessarily, like you shouldn't have said anything towards them.
Like,
but at the same time, you shouldn't have
couple
come to
that
the
came
kitchen.
politely to ask that they've been waiting for 2 hours.
Yeah. Imagine ordering food at Black Penny, but it comes later, you go into the kitchen.
You have to go through the waiter will talk to but the waiters, they can't even talk to him, that's the problem.
Exactly.
You're scared.
Just
Or you
have
as a
to
waiter, you go and meet Ramsay, they say their food is not here.
Me.
Me that know you.
You said it's coming.
Me that know you. But I mean, if you know you're going to eat at this restaurant, you know there's gonna be a lot.
Obviously, just look for a day that's not really busy.
And it's not like they do everything fresh. It's not like they've done it's not burger that there's bread already. They just have to roast or what do they do to that meat stuff? Yeah. All right, guys. So that's top 10 Gordon Ramsay's best insults to customers. And if you guys love this, know to do smash subscribe button, like this video, comment, until we see you next time, guys. Peace.